Teesta Setalvad Files, Part 1. The activist with an agenda to finish Modi's political career, caught in her own trap. In a landmark judgment, the Supreme Court of India last fortnight put to rest the lingering clouds of suspicion about the clear chit given to PM Narendra Modi by the Apex Court earlier in the backdrop of 2002 Gujarat riots. Layers of the well-hatched conspiracy to fix him in the 2002 Godhra riots case are slowly but surely getting peeled. Behind the scenes were a host of conspirators from the highest strata of UPA leadership, Lutyens media, activists and foot soldiers out to defame and eventually dethrone Narendra Modi. In fact, an independent writer, Tarun, on social media, that is NEO at infinity, has placed together the scripted incidents that unfolded over a period of time till the case reached the Supreme Court, staged by Teesta Setalvad and her NGO with the active support of the government at the centre. Ironically though, the riots were triggered off following the burning alive of 60 car sevaks in the Samramati Express. That gruesome genocide was clearly pushed under the carpet by the UPA government at the centre, the media, activists and NGOs. The Special Investigation Team, that is the SIT, formed at the behest of the conspirator Teesta Setalvad, the Congress and the opposition continued to try and exploit the riots to blame Modi in every election that followed. Yet, Modi could steer his party single-handedly not once but twice in the elections that were held in Gujarat soon after the riots in 2002 December as well as in 2007. Sonia Gandhi's reference to Modi as Maut ka Saudagar is public knowledge now, but it cut no ice with the Gujarat electorate. Teesta Setalvad is reputed to own a spacious bungalow adjacent to Amitabh Bachchan's house in the posh Juhu area in Mumbai, the country's financial capital. Her bungalow is believed to be bigger than that of Bachchan and is known as Nirant. It is estimated to cost around Rs 500 crore. How a simple NGO activist could amass so much wealth is still a mystery. She was also conferred the Padma Shri in 2007 by the UPA government. Teesta started her career as a journalist and covered the 1993 riots and married Javed Anand. Teesta and her husband, along with father Cedric Prakash, a Catholic priest, Anil Dharkar, a journalist, Ali Padmasi, Javed Akhtar, Vijay Tendulkar, and Rahul Bose have floated an NGO named Citizens for Justice and Peace, that is the CJP, on 1st April 2002. They started receiving funds from the Ford Foundation, which in recent years has been seen by many as a questionable entity with an anti-India agenda. Teesta started filing a slew of cases against the government, primarily targeting the Modi government for alleging its role in the 2002 riots. Teesta identified Zakia Jaffrey, the widow of a riots victim. Former MP Ehsanand used her to target Modi and his government by getting her to become a petitioner in the case to fix Modi. In everything she did, Teesta had the blessings of the UPA government, which felt increasingly threatened by the growing popularity of Narendra Modi. The centre had formed a 5-member team on the directive from the court. They included Teesta, a hand-picked police officer Sri Kumar to head the team, Sanjeev Bhatt, Mukul Sinha, the father of Alt News founder Prateek Sinha, and media representative Rana Ayub. Sri Kumar was known as a notorious cop who implicated a stellar ISRO scientist, Nambi Narayan, in a false case. Narayan was instrumental in developing the first ever cryogenic engine that could have put India ahead of the US in technology. Shri Kumar had also served as the state's Director General of Police at the time of the riots. Modi's media trial, led by Rana Ayub, Rajdeep Sardesai, Barkha Dutt, Sagarika Ghosh, and others, is a part of history now. They ran a relentless campaign painting Modi as a monster. In June 2006, Teesta via Zakia Jafri filed an application in the court demanding the prosecution of 63 people, including Modi and Amit Shah. After she failed in her earlier attempts in 2008, Justice Aftab Alam of the Supreme Court took all cases out of Gujarat and constituted an SIT to investigate the role of those 63 people mentioned by Zakia to investigate Gulbarg Society massacre. Call it a sheer coincidence, but Justice Aftab Alam's daughter was a part of Teesta's NGO. Another team member, IPS officer Sanjeev Bhatt, had also given a statement claiming that the then Gujarat Chief Minister was responsible for the riots. He also claimed to be in the meeting held on February 27, 2002, when Modi chose to look the other way as angry Hindus outraged at the burning of car sevaks vented their fury unchecked. Interestingly, Justice Aftab Alam appointed two amicus curiae who were to assist the SIT in their investigation, Prashant Bhushan and Raju Ramachandran, both Modi betas, known for their left-wing leanings. The sinister plot began to unravel after R.K. Raghavan, the former CBI director headed the SIT, refused to toe the line of the conspirators. He put the case on fast-track mode, and when the case was about to be closed in 2010, the judge was transferred as he allegedly was not heeding the diktats of Teesta and her bosses. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court appointed SIT started probing the case and found most of the witnesses were hired to fabricate facts. Though the SIT also interrogated Modi and Shah for long hours, and both reportedly cooperated without complaining or kicking up a political storm, as in the case of Sonia and Rahul in the ED summons case relating to the National Herald's money laundering. The SIT submitted its report in November 2010 as well as its first progress report. What did the SIT say in its final report? How did Teesta file to frame Raghavan? How did Modi come out unscathed from the Chakravyu of Teesta? How was an alternative plan made by Sonia Gandhi to finish Modi? All of this will be outlined in part 2. So please continue to watch our channel. This is MS Purti for Orange News 9 TV.